You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. And oh, it is getting better. If you like sports, and I have to tell you, gentlemen, the last couple of days, our TV has been set to every single game. What was it? I mean, even the beginning season, and then the X season, and then the next season, and all of that. Well, let me tell you, if you love football and you love sports, you are going to love Buzz TV, because now we're going to have our own sports show with these sports guys. And I got to tell you, it's called The Coaches Show, and I want to say hi to Jason Redmon. Jason, it is so good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Marsha. Thanks for having us.
I didn't recognize you without a football in your hand, though.
Yeah, I dropped that, though.
And then, of course, Derek Muller, is it?
Or Muller.
Either
one. I answered
Muller,
both.
and you're going to know exactly how to pronounce it, because you're going to listen to them every single. Actually, it's Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 and 11:30 for a coaches show. Do you ever bring a coach on with you?
It'll be Lenny Jankowski, head football coach at Vero Beach High School. He's also the athletic director as well, so it's kind of cool, because not only do you talk about the football team, but you get to know everything that's going on at the high school.
Oh my golly, that is so great. And then you have the Sidelines Buzz, which is sports analysis.
Whoa, that's a big word.
Yeah.
How about sports talk?
I like that.
And
Sports
comedy.
talk. Yeah, because analysis.
Analysis, that's way too much credit for us.
Well, it is for me, because I don't understand it anyway. I don't know why in the world those guys can tackle those and the other guy so hard.
We just want to set the expectations at the right height, though. Analysis brings it way up here. If we just stay down about, just some sports talk, we're good. We can handle that.
You know what? This is what is so much fun with, of course, Jason and Derek, and it is going to be something new and exciting right here on Buzz TV. And I guess really you have a website as well, the Sideline Show. Tell me about that.
Oh, we have the SidelineRadioShow.com, which is presented by
Brain freeze. Some salads and more. And do have yogurt there, beating through the door.
And
did you say brain freeze? Okay,
brain
that's
freeze.
that wonderful. Oh, delicious. Okay.
Of course. That's what he said. You better beat them through the door, because otherwise they're going to be out. We're a couple fat guys, as you can tell. Or one fat guy over here.
You wanted the skinny camera, right?
Yeah, I did. You know what? They're going to fix this up. We got TV, you got Pro Tools. We'll get it all fixed up.
That's backdrop, man.
We need a wider backdrop here.
These are radio guys. You know it's going to be fun right here on Buzz TV. So, okay, Derek, go ahead. You've got.
So we have the website. There's a lot of things there. We also have a local magazine, the Sideline Indian River County Sports Magazine. She's got a cover here. Yeah, it's all local sports, Indian River County based. A lot of great stories, a lot of great athletes here. I mean, we go beyond just stats and box scores. Really, what you're going to get is human interest stories by all the great people that do community stuff, and like this guy right here, Kyle Connery, local driver on the Indy circuit, and he graduated Vero Beach High School.
I think this is what it is. I think so many of us that live here, and we've been here for years, we have no idea what's really going on here in the world of sports.
Right.
And now we're going to have, of course, you all have been doing this Sideline Show and doing some wonderful things on radio, but I guess really when we know that we can go wherever we are around the world, because I watched Buzz TV in Peru and in Portugal,
Wow.
and you cannot get away, because we can find you wherever you are when you're on Buzz TV. We're going to be coming back with my very distinguished guests, Jason and Derek, and we're talking about the Sideline Indian River Sports Magazine, plus the new shows right here on Buzz TV. You will get to know some of the, I guess really the ball players as well as the coaches. So don't go away. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Oh boy, we are indeed back, and I have to tell you, that was probably the most fun 60-second break I've had since I've been doing the Buzz TV, because when you can find out what these guys think about sports, and gosh, Derek, you were going through this wonderful magazine, talking about how you take these different individuals that graduated from Vero Beach High School, and they've gone on to these great big things that we're all watching and have no idea. But you really go into the in-depth, do you not, with some of the interviews that you do in your magazine?
Yeah, correct. I mean, we try to find, like I said, local athletes that are doing things on a national level. We'll even do some high school stuff behind the scenes. Like we always say, you get your sideline pass when you get our show, so you get kind of close up, behind the scenes action. I'll give you an example. Last month's issue, the football preview, Dr. Jen Welter, we did an article on her.
Oh, yes.
She went to Vero Beach High School when they switched. She graduated from Sebastian, but she was the first female NFL coach here in the preseason. Good friend of Jason's. We've had her on the radio show many a times, but we did an article on her. Those are the kind of stories you can expect in the Sideline magazine.
And you know what? And you're going to be able to see all of it right here on Buzz TV, because these shows that you all are going to be doing on really from, if I'm not mistaken, from Tuesday and Thursday, it's the Coaches Show. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, it's the Sports Sideline, the sports
Talk. Good job, Marsha. I like it. Set the expectations right.
But I'm going to have him tell me about to analyze the various things for me as well. But I love it because really, when you think about the magazine that you've written, and on the very back, and you were going through during the break, and some of the different articles that you've done, the Vero's Speed Racer, and you were talking about that as well, and Worth Every Penny, and these great pictures of some of the athletes around here. But my favorite is the Sideline, What's on Your Mind, and it's written by Derek Muller, and of course Jason Redmon. Really? A free throw?
I was so agitated. This magazine came out during the NBA playoffs, and it just seemed like nobody could make a free throw. No, it wasn't even the pressure. It was just a regular free throw. It was like, really? I mean, you had Jordan from the Clippers. I think he missed 13 or 18 in one game, which cost the Clippers a game in overtime. And it was just, I'm like, it's 15 feet. Nobody's guarding you. They give you one for free. All you have to do is make it. You get another one.
And you get paid $10 million a year. What are you doing in the offseason?
$10 million to make that shot. And there's nobody guarding you.
All right, I've got to ask you. I've got to ask you. Are you married?
Yes. 13 years.
All right, and you're sitting there watching TV and you're watching these games. Are you screaming with every play?
Absolutely.
I was going to say, if you could be at our house and see Carl, I mean, you would think that he was a coach. I mean, is that what all husbands do as they sit there? How about you, Derek? I mean, do you sit there and scream at the players?
No, usually my wife leaves. She's smart. You know, we've been married 21 years, so about 10 years ago, she said, "You know what? I'm just going to go out to eat. You enjoy your game. Have a nice time. I don't even want to hear it anymore."
Yeah, but he doesn't watch the game. He's too busy eating.
Oh,
there's stuff going everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's like a whole.
It's a true story.
Well, let me tell you, Monday night at our house is something else, and it is so much fun because I didn't realize that sports had so much to offer.
Right.
And now that we're going to have all of your wonderful, discussions, your sidelines, your sports talk, and all of that right here on Buzz TV. You got to check it out on the schedule. Just go to verobuzztv.com and check it out, and you will be able to find it. Now, we're going to take a 60-second break, and when we come back, guys, I want to tell you, we're only going to have about 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I want about a minute with your backstory, and then I want to find out is, would you know if you were passing a deflated football? We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Well, we are back indeed with Jason Redmon and Derek Muller, and they are co-hosts of the Sideline Radio Show, and now they are going to be right here on Buzz TV, and really you've got to check it out. 7:30 and 11:30 almost every single night during the week, you'll hear something sports-minded. But I want to find out first, if you will tell me, Jason, when did you become really interested in sports?
When I was born.
Oh.
12/22/77.
Oh, I bet your mother enjoyed that.
Came right out. They fumbled me, and I was hooked on football right away. No, really. I mean, it was at a young age. I bonded with my father by reading box scores every morning while he had coffee, getting ready for school, getting ready for work. That was our thing. We came together and we talked about everything that went going on, and it always paralleled with sports. That was his way of talking to his son. So it just made it so much easier in my life, and I attacked everything like that. So when I played sports, I had some great coaches from the minute I was an infant all the way up to what I am now, and they taught me a lot of things. I got to play for legendary Billy Livings here, and the things that he taught me has made me a man. And
see, this is what's
that's what
so
you get
great.
out of sports.
This is sports, but it's local as well. I mean, and this. What was your favorite sport?
Football, of course.
Of course. All right, so we're going to talk to you about that football. Okay, and what about you, Derek?
Well, I'm the baseball guy. He's a football guy. I grew up, baseball was my sport. Going there, I think even in that magazine there, I wrote an article, What's the Hurry? Everybody's trying to speed up baseball.
Needs to.
And, and I'm saying that the beauty of it was getting there early, driving there, spending 6 hours with your dad at the ballpark. And you really have, it is a slow-paced game, but it's the backdrop for a conversation about life and everything else with your dad. While you're sitting there, you have 6 hours to do nothing but have, quality time with your dad. That's the thing that I think people are missing. Now you go to the ballpark, people are sitting like this, texting, and they're missing the whole point of it. Is the sport the most exciting sport? Not necessarily, but it's America's pastime. That's what we used to do to pass the time and learn about each other, and those are my best memories growing up, being there with my dad or my grandfather.
We're going to do a whole show about this. We really are. Because there's not one topic that you haven't left out. The importance of family, the importance of sports, the importance of growing up, and having fun. Mm-hmm. The only thing you didn't talk about is, did you ever throw a deflated or inflated football?
If I can't find a PSI needle, all the balls are deflated. I mean, we live in Florida with the humidity up and down. All our balls are deflated.
Is this why I was at Brady?
It's kind of like Derek's regular life.
Before they throw it, they squeeze the ball too.
Listen, the average person with the ranges that they had, those deflated footballs, wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They really wouldn't, and it really would depend on temperature. And there's a reason why the teams supply the footballs. This has been going on forever. It was kind of a non sequitur. I think it got blown completely out of proportion because if the league wanted regulated footballs, they would supply them. There's a reason why they let the teams supply their own footballs.
It's just balls.
It is.
You can see this is going to be a fabulous, fabulous show right here on Buzz TV. Oh, this is so much fun. I mean, we're going to be talking, and we're talking about the Coaches Show on Tuesday and Thursdays at 7:30 and 11:30, and the Sideline Buzz, which is sports talk. And of course, that's on Wednesday and Fridays, right here, 7:30 and 11:30. You don't want to miss it, because it's not only going to be fun, it's going to be great. And don't forget to pick up one of these magazines as well. Where can we get this?
You can get it all local places around, restaurants around town. Chick-fil-A at the mall is a big distribution point.
Good.
And we also have an app. You can go to the Play Store, Google Play, or Apple Play Store and get our app, and you can get all these things on the app as well.
You are not going to want to miss it. Fighting Indians Football Annual Golf Tournament. Wow, that was just in August. Oh, everything sports-wise. Oh, boy.
If you're playing it, we're covering it.
All right,
here.
see? There you go. Don't forget, you got to watch it right here on Buzz TV. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
Well, welcome to Buzz TV. I am Marcia Littlejohn. I am here with Stephanie Vos. And Stephanie, I have to tell you, there are questions every time you get 2 or 3 gathered together. They say, now what size trash can are we going to have and where do we put our recycling? Well, as educator and coordinator of recycling with our Indian River County, I am so happy you're here. It's wonderful to see you.
Yes, well, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here, and trust me, we've been getting a lot of questions at the landfill as well, so I will hopefully answer some of those.
Do you know, one of the things I want to ask you, though, right off the bat, who takes the little plastic tops off the bottles?
You know, I actually didn't know that until I became the recycling coordinator, but I've started to take those off now. And I've been telling other people you take those little caps off. The reason for that is those caps, they'll actually get stuck in the gears, so through the sorting process, those caps will fall in there, and sometimes it can shut down the whole conveyor belt, so they cause a lot of problems. That's why they ask that you take off the caps and throw those away.
Throw those away now. That's another question. Where do we throw them away? Is that what's called trash?
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
So the plastic bottles, please recycle those, but the plastic caps, yes, those will go into the trash.
This is what's going to be so wonderful about this particular segment, because these are all those questions that we have just been so confused about, but we are just around the corner because it is starting, it's beginning. Those blue baskets.
The blue carts?
We're getting rid of those, right?
Yes, the 2 blue bins where you had to sort everything out and put your plastics in one and your aluminum in the other. I don't know about you, but I always have a list right on my refrigerator that tells me where everything goes. I have no idea.
Or a place. You put the plastic over here and this over here, and then all of a sudden somebody comes and moves it. It has been really kind of fun. And then I think, oh my goodness, when those garbage men come by and then they look at it, do they just throw it out in the yard and don't take it, or what? So now we don't have to worry about it. It's going to be great. But I understand one of the reasons we're doing this is because many people were not recycling.
Yes, actually our participation here in Indian River County in recycling was a little bit lower. The state of Florida actually has a goal that they want us to recycle 75% of all of the things that we discard. And right now, Indian River County, we're at about 33% as of 2014. So the county...
We were in trouble, weren't we?
Yeah, we're falling behind a little bit. So our commissioners have heard that the carded system has really been positive in other areas, and it's really increased participation. So we're bringing that here to Indian River County, and I know a lot of people are excited to hear about these cards.
It really is going to be wonderful, I think, too, when we realize, and when we think about the landfill, because now you're out at the landfill, aren't you?
Yes.
Is that right off of I-95? The great big mountains in Florida?
Yes, it's the highest point in Indian River County.
Wow.
And it's actually starting to reach its max height, and then we'll have to go and dig up and create a whole new landfill. So we're trying to divert as much material from that landfill as we can. A recent study told us that about 46% of all the things in there are actually recyclable. So we want to recover that, and we're really interested in increasing our recycling, and we're excited about these changes.
Oh, there is so much going on. And with this recycling, because I think we take so much for granted, because all of a sudden, and I keep thinking, if I could just write a letter to all of these people who send these magazines that I haven't asked for, these letters and notices that I haven't asked for, and I want to tell them, save that money on stamps. But there's so much really ridiculous stuff that's going out there. So we're going to take a little break now. And I'm talking with Stephanie Vos. She is the recycling coordinator and educator. And we are getting educated on the new recycling in Indian River County. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
And And welcome back. I am continuing our talk with Stephanie Vos. She is the recycling educator and coordinator. And of course, she gets all the word out for all of us. And boy, you must be a busy lady right now. We talked a little bit about that. I mean, the reasons why, the 75% that we have to get up to and what we're doing. But it's really the recycling. And so really, we are thinking truly about one container for both plastic and paper.
Yes. Yes, it's a 64-gallon cart that everybody's receiving. I know a lot of people look at it and say, oh my goodness, it's so big. Well, we have 3 sizes. One of them, the smallest one, is a 35-gallon. So if you think about those 2 blue containers that you have right now, those combined are 36 gallons in capacity. So that smallest one will actually have less room in it than your 2 bins, and there's no overflow space. So one of the reasons they went with that 64 was to make sure that everything could fit inside of the cart, because if it's not inside the cart, then the guys will not pick it up.
Oh, that's a key.
It was very, very important. Our commissioners had to make some tough decisions.
But what I love about it is they're giving us a chance to try it. And if you have the 64-gallon container and it really is, it's way too big for you, and you find that you just need, because you have a middle size too, don't you?
Yes, the 64 is actually the middle size. So if you want a smaller one, if you live by yourself or there's only 2 of you, I've heard that a lot, you can get that 35-gallon, and that's fine. There's also a 96-gallon recycling cart for those really enthusiastic recyclers that have large families.
The partiers.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm by myself. I use the 64.
Well, there you go. So, because now what goes in the actual cart? The cart that we know, the plastic and the paper. So are we talking newspapers? Are we talking what?
We're talking newspapers, we're talking junk mail, we're talking phone books, magazines, any type of plastics, those milk jugs, cartons. We can actually accept, they're called bulky rigid plastics, so old laundry baskets or buckets. Those can go in those carts, and also scrap metals.
And what about pizza boxes?
Pizza boxes, yes, I get that one a lot. The rule of thumb with pizza boxes, if it's fairly clean, then it can go into the recycling container. If you got the cheesiest pizza in the world and there's grease everywhere, that's not really gonna be turned into something else. Yeah.
It's not going to be helpful.
Yeah.
So really what we have to do is we have to think about everybody and think about our environment. That is what is so very, very key and crucial about this. So then, and I know we're talking about recycling, but what I know that I took a letter today. I mean, I keep getting these things from American Express, these various people, buy this, do this, get this, and so I rip them up and then put them in with the paper. Is that wrong? Because you don't want shredded paper. Well, I didn't really shred it. I just
Actually, you're doing the exact right thing. We're asking that if you can rip up those pieces of paper instead of putting them through the shredder. Shredded paper really creates, again, a lot of havoc in the sorting process. So that shredded paper kind of flies around like confetti. A lot of times it falls through the gears, it falls through the sorting process, and ends up going into either our landfill or somebody else's landfill.
Well, that's interesting, because there are certain areas where you can take that shredded paper and they dispose of it.
Yes, there are companies that do that. I'm still trying to see if I can find something that residents can bring their shredded paper to. But for right now, please shred a small amount of paper and then throw it in the garbage. So that's why we're asking if you can just shred as few things as possible.
And you know what's really great too, because there are frequently asked questions, a little flyer like this so that you can get all of your answers as well. We're going to take that break again right now and then come back with our final discussion with Stephanie Vos, talking about this up and coming big day in Indian River County, a whole change in recycling. We'll be right back.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
And we are back with our final discussion with Stephanie Vos, who is coordinator of our education and coordinator of recycling in Indian River County. We got to do it. It's very, very important because we have that landfill. As you say, we are almost reaching capacity, and we don't want any more mountains in Florida. That's why we live in Florida. So what I love is the fact that we not only have the opportunity to have 3 different size bins, if you can find out what your lifestyle is like, but what do we do with that banana peel that I had, or those styrofoam cups?
Yes, the banana peels and the styrofoam cups, unfortunately, those will have to go to the garbage right now.
Right.
And there will be some changes in the garbage services. This is mostly in Fellsmere and unincorporated Indian River County. So if you live outside of the cities, then you're essentially in unincorporated Indian River County. But you'll also be receiving a gray cart for garbage. So they'll bring you another cart that will be used for garbage. And that's where you'll put all of your banana peels.
Okay, garbage, but with no top.
No, they'll have a top. They'll have a lid as well.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Okay.
try to keep those critters out.
So you're getting, all right, so now, what do we do with all of those garbage cans that we've had to put in our different things that we have in our garage that we need to throw away now?
Well, you can use those for your yard waste because the yard waste program is going to stay the same. So you can use one of those containers, put all your yard waste in it. If you prefer, you can bundle your yard waste and put it next to your garbage cart. The yard waste collection will actually be on the exact same day as your garbage collection.
That's what I want to talk to you about just in these last couple of minutes. When are the collection days, and are they different all over the area?
The collection days are going to be written on a sticker that will be right on the cart. So that's how everybody will know what their collection day is. It may or may not be the same day that you have right now.
You may have to change your habit.
Yes, yes. So keep using those collection days up until October 1st, and then that's the magic day we'll transition.
And so, Stephanie, what we're saying is there are 2 different companies then. There's the recycling, and then there's the trash pickup.
So Waste Management is actually the one that will go around and collect both the recycling and the garbage. So the county is, you're paying for recycling through your taxes. So the county is providing all the recycling carts for you, and then Waste Management, you can subscribe for garbage subscription with them. All the convenience centers will stay open. You're welcome to continue using those.
Oh, good.
But Waste Management will be the one that's collecting both containers.
Because that's one of the questions I asked Stephanie. I thought, what do people do if they don't recycle and they don't have garbage pickup? And as you said, there are convenience places where they go out there and they just take it.
And actually, your recycling will be picked up regardless of whether you have garbage subscription or not. So you'll be getting one of those carts. You put that at the end of your driveway, and they will come and pick it up.
On the day that it is meant to be. Don't put it out several days ahead of time because there are puppy dogs in the neighborhood. But that does happen. People will go out. You know when they're out of town, too, so that's a giveaway, so be careful. Well, any last little word in these last 30 seconds that you can remind people?
Well, if you want more information, you can always go to our website at ircrecycles.com. They'll also have our phone number on there, and you can give us a call if you have any other questions. And
IRC, Indian River County, ircrecycles.com.
Yes.
And I bet you have this little frequently asked questions, everything. And guess what? When is it starting?
October 1st is when everything is starting.
Boy.
That is our Recycling Christmas Day.
Oh, absolutely. Recycling Christmas Day. Ooh, I bet that's a busy time, too, at Christmas. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for coming on and talking to us. You've been listening to Marsha on Buzz TV. We'll see you next time.
Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.